welcome ladies and gentlemen. We are back for the second half of our doubleheader tonight. We are at Langley Speedway for the Elite Entertainment Advanced Late Model Stock Series presented by Extreme Forces Racing League. We just got done running 60 laps with the Rookie Series. We had one caution. Great racing all around the track, very respectful. I hope to see more of the same from the advanced guys tonight. Let's check on our track temperature and to see if it's changed from where we were earlier. Alright, track temp is a lot hotter than what we had for the Rookie Series. Currently at 120 degrees, 0.63 miles around this one. Talking to Donnie Bartlett after the race for the Rookie Series, and after 60 laps, his right front was down to 36%. They can go about 90 laps on fuel is what the setup comes with, but after that, these guys are going to have to pit and definitely use that one set of tires, at least right sides only. Tonight we were supposed to have AJ Coppola up in the booth with us. He is not feeling well tonight, so I'm going to be running solo here tonight. AJ, we hope you get better, bud. We will see you back Monday night on All-Star 15 TV for the Transcendent Designs Xfinity Series from the EFRL. AJ and his crew do a great job over there on Monday nights for us. So if you're looking for a place to watch some great racing action, AJ's got you covered on Monday nights. I got you covered 2 nights a week here with the late model stocks on Tuesday. And if you want to get nice and dirty, come back Thursday night for our Dirt Car Series running Pro late models and the UMP B mods. Let's bring up our standing, shall we? Alright, Dean Demur currently our points leader with 338. Ben Morrow in second, 11 points back. Ben has been very fast. Travis Lepenis in that number 16 machine currently sitting in third. Josh Fox in fourth. Kyle Lingerfelt in fifth. He jumped up one position from last week. Devin Smith is in P6. Matthew Setzer is in 7th at 270 points, very close to Devin. Brad Stefan jumped up a position. He's at 269 over Matt Cochran, who's at 266. Michael Steele rounding out our top 10 at 257, very close, those top 10 guys in points. Dwayne Kernahan 11th, Forrest Smith in 12th, Adam Capps 13th, Forrest Hamilton in 14th, Dustin Carroll in 15th, Adrian Giordano in 16th, Dan Park 17th, and Frank Hughes in 18th. Looks like qualifying has begun. We'll see if we can't jump on board with somebody and see what we've got going on. Looks like we got a little problem with our overlays. Give me 1 second to fix that as we ride on board with Dean Demmer. Dean's going to jump up to P2 with a 1577, 1/100th of a second off Vern Hopkins. Vern's first time with us here on our advanced series on Tuesday night. Devin Smith in that number 95 machine currently sitting in 5th. We'll see if he's able to improve. He does, but not enough to move him up on the battle. Josh Fox setting down to take his lap times. Track report from Dean Demmer. Flat and slick, he says. Josh Fox with a 1641. Very aggressive in his quarter entry. Oh, it looks like on the broadcast we're still having an issue with my overlays. Hopefully those will reset themselves when we go to the next session. Hopefully that works itself out. We don't want to see that stuck there for the whole race. Adam Capps looking to set down a quick time. $16.13 looks like the best he's going to be able to do, and that's everybody has taken time. Dean Qualley is the only one that hasn't, but I do believe he is going to be our race control tonight. You can see how short this track is, and it doesn't take them long. We did 60 laps in the rookie series in probably just under 25 minutes. Yeah, Drew, I saw that. I tried to refresh. Hopefully it's going to straighten itself out when the next session rolls over. Otherwise I might have to try something a little different. We'll give it a hot second. If not, then I'll try something else. But thank you very much for letting me know. I appreciate it. All right, folks, give me just 1 minute. Well, now they're just not working at all. Let's give that a different try. Starting on the front row, we do have the number 6 of Vern Hawkins. Larson Parker making his return to the EFRL. We haven't seen Larson in quite a while. He's going to be starting P number 2. We got Bradley Stefane, always quick Mr. Stefane, starting in P3. Dean Demmer in 4th. Travis Lapenas in 5th. Ben Morrow in 6th. Devin Smith in that number 95 machine in 7th. 4th, Smith in 8th. Starting in 9th, we got Mr. Matt Cochran. In 10th, Forrest Hamilton Jr. in that number 8 machine. Michael Steele in 11th. In 12th, we got Mr. Matthew Setzer. 13th, Dwayne Kernahan. 14th, Josh Fox. Adam Capps 15th, and Kyle Lingerfelt in 16th. So Vern is your buddy, your guy. This is his first run in the Advanced Series. Well, it'll be interesting to see how he runs tonight. Looks like the overlays do not want to come back up, so I'm sorry for that tonight. Hopefully we'll get that situation figured out and reset here. I can see him on my end, but for some reason it's not showing up on stream. Alright, these guys are getting ready to go green. Vern Hawkins, in his first EFRL Elite Entertainment start, is going to be leading us to the green flag. As we've saw in a couple of these races, starting on the outside on these short tracks is a definite disadvantage. If you can't get down to that bottom groove quickly, you can lose a ton of positions. As Brad Stefan gets around that 18 machine of Larson Parker, Travis Lepenis in 4th, and Dean Demmer is up to 5th. Larson Parker looking to get back underneath that 89 machine of Brad Stefan. Brad's been quick in the past, but he hasn't had the longevity on the end of these runs to have the best results. Pitting has been his downfall so far this season. 41 of Demers is able to get around Lepenis. Thank you, Mr. Qualley, for tuning in tonight. Always a pleasure to have you guys watching. Dean Demmer all over the back bumper of that number 89 machine of Brad Stefan. Well, looks like Parker's doing a little bit of blinking. Hopefully that doesn't turn into an issue. These guys are cutting that corner coming out of turn number 4 so low that every once in a while it'll register that they're on pit road. Dean Demmer getting underneath the 89 machine of Brad Stefan. We'll see if Travis Lepenis can follow him through. Travis all over the back bumper of that number 41 machine. Jump on board with the number 6 machine of Vern Hawkins, looking out his back window at that number 18 machine of Larson Parker. You see there's a little bit of a gap between Parker and Dean Demmer. We'll see if he's able to close that up at all. I don't know if there was much room there between those two. I don't think I'd want to try to shove anything in between there. Larson Parker looking to make a move down low. Vern got a little loose, slipped up high. Second, third, and fourth run nose to tail. Now Mr. Ben Morrow has gotten around the number 89 machine of Brad Stefan. Michael Steele on the move. Michael is up 4 positions. Currently running in 7th, trying to reel in that number 89 machine. Matthew Setzer has crashed, no caution out yet. There's the yellow flag. Let's find out what happened to Mr. Setzer. Spins it all by himself down on the apron, stuck against the wall. Got the caution as the leaders got up to him. He was trying to get moving again, was unable to do so. So we know they can do about 90 laps on fuel that the setup starts with, but you can put more fuel in there than that. That is not filled to capacity when we start these races. It'd be interesting to see. We do have some takers down on pit road. 81 of Smith, Fox, Caps, Lingerfelt. Setzer down there. Maybe we were trying to repair a little bit of damage into his machine. Interesting pit strategy by those gentlemen. Larson Parker pit. That's going to hand the lead back over to that number 14 machine. Move Dean Demmer up to second place. Trying one more time to get these overlays to work. Back under green flag racing conditions, Travis Lepanis makes a power move, take over second place from Dean Demmer. Brad Stefan fourth, Michael Steele up into fifth. Larson Parker all the way back into sixth. We'll see if he's got the machine to work his way back through that field. Alright, we got some overlays working. We had to backdoor it a little bit, but we got it working tonight. Hawkins continues to lead the 16 of Lapenas. Dean Demmer in third, Brad Stefan in fourth, Larson Parker fifth, able to get around the 5 of Michael Steele. Would like to take this time to thank Elite Entertainment in upstate South Carolina and western North Carolina for premier entertainment company specializing in weddings, public and private events, as well as offering an array of services to local venues, including karaoke, trivia, single, live music management. Be sure to check them out on Facebook, Instagram, and Twitter. A huge shout out to them for picking up the sponsorship for our Tuesday Night Advance Series. We got a pass for the lead. 16 of Travis Lapenas moving to the inside of Vern Hawkins. 41 of Dean Demmer trying to follow him through. He's starting to get freight trained. We got the 89 of Stefan, the 18 of Larson Parker, along with Michael Steele going by him on the inside. You give up that bottom lane for just one car and you're going to get freight trained. Ben Morrow almost sends it down pit road. We got a crash on the field. Let's back that up, check out what happened. Michael Steele on the inside of Hawkins here. You can see Ben Morrow dirt tracking it coming out of turn number 2. Hawkins tucks down in behind the number 5. 5's off the gas. Hawkins just gets into the back of him and sends it. Michael locks it down. Nice save by him, keeping it off the wall. Lapenas, Hawkins, all pit. Smith, Setzer, Michael Steele still on pit road. He's coming out now. Our little ticker up in the corner says first caution, but it actually is the second one. Because I had to restart the overlays, it's going to be off by 1. The 14 machine of Hawkins getting an EOL for causing that crash. Lights are off on the pace car. Where you have a new leader, it's going to be the 89 of Bradley Stefan leading us to green, followed by the 18 on the high side of Larson Parker. Ben Morrow in second. On the outside of him, we got Mr. Adam Capps, Josh Fox in fifth, and Devin Smith in sixth. Green flag is up in the air. Stefan with a great start. The 18 of Larson Parker able to dip down in behind him. Dwayne Kernahan bringing out the caution flag on that one. Got all bunched up. Dwayne loops it, getting back on the gas a little too hard. Let's back that up just a little bit more. Look like Vern Hawkins made a very aggressive pass to the inside on that last restart. You see that inside lane is kind of all bunched up as we go green. Hawkins sends it down low. They touch. Dwayne locks it down to keep it off of the 41 of Demur. It gets in that grass as he gets back on the grass. As he gets on the gas. And those tires just lose traction with that asphalt. Looping it. As the old saying goes, cautions breed cautions, and that's quite evident right there. Hey Marcy, thanks for liking the stream. Michael had a little bit of a dust up. He had to spin out with some help, not on his own doing. So he's currently back up into 11th after restarting in the back. Light should be coming off the pace car this time by. Stefan's going to lead us to green next time by, once again with the 18 on the outside. Coming out of turn number 4, Brad Stefan in that number 89 machine. Green flag is in the air. Good jump by Brad. Makes enough space, allows the 18 to pull down in behind him. Adam Capps up to 3rd, Ben Morrow in 4th, Devin Smith in 5th. Caution out on the racetrack, 4th time tonight. Vern Hawkins has crashed. See what happens here. We got the 2 black and green cars, Vern Hawkins and Dwayne Kernahan, as they head down into turn number 3. See Mr. Michael Steele right in front of them. We've talked about it in the past with these cars. The way they're shaped, if you get into the back of the car in front of you, you will scoop that back end right up. And that looks to be what happened with Dwayne Kernahan on that 14 machine. And I don't know, might be a little bit of payback. Maybe Dwayne thought he was owed something there. Well, it'll be interesting to see what the race official calls. What's your take on it, viewers? Do you think it was intentional, or do you think it was just hard racing? Go back green. We're going to be about 58 laps into this race, just shy of halfway. And with the way these gentlemen have pitted, I would imagine that they can make it to the end now. Whether or not they have the tires to make it to the end will be a different story. Looks like Kernahan did get an EOL. He is starting at the rear of the field on this one. Should be getting the one to go this time by. Lights are off on the pace car. They're doubling up. We're going to be back to racing action live from Langley for the Elite Entertainment Advanced Series, brought to you by the EFRL, right here on All the Dirt. That's kind of the way it looked like to me too, Drew. Stefan gets a great jump going down the back straightaway. There's going to be room for the 18 to slide in. Adam Capps continues to run in third. Side by side for fourth with Devin Smith and Ben Morrow. Looks like the field is starting to stretch out and get single file. Matthew sets her way off the pace, almost a half a lap behind the leaders. Caution is out on the speedway. Looks like Demur and the 23 of Fox involved. Fox down low in that number 23 machine. Got Kyle Lingerfeld on the high side here. .65 of Lingerfeld gets into the back of him, but it looked like he might have been a little loose up to that point. 81's going to get into the action a little bit. A little bump from the 41. Doesn't look too serious. Let's back that up, see if we can't find a different angle to see if that 23 was already loose. No, that definitely looked like the 65 got into the back of him from that angle. And that's going to put us at the halfway point. Brad Stefan continuing to lead over Larson Parker, Adam Capps, Ben Morrow, and Matt Cochran. While we're under caution, we'll give another quick shout out to Elite Entertainment, upstate South Carolina and western North Carolina's premier entertainment company, specializing in weddings, public and private events, as well as offering an array of services to local venues, including karaoke, trivia, single, and live music management. Be sure to check them out on the Facebooks, the Instagrams, and all the Twitters, or now formerly known as Twitter, the new X platform. Lights are off on the pace car. We're going back green flag racing. Stefan will lead us to the green flag. Larson Parker gets a great jump on that high side. Still side by side as they exit turn number 2. Stefan gets the advantage going into turn number 3. He's going to secure the lead as they come down the front straightaway. Larson Parker looking to get a nose in as they enter back into turn number 1. Coming back at him in turn number 3, running way down on that apron. We heard him talking in the rookie race. It'll help you turn, but you got to be very careful running down there. Michael Steele in the 14 of Vern Hawkins battling hard currently for that 8th place position. Still side by side as they go through turns 3 and 4. Steele able to secure 7th from Vern. Vern coming back at him as they go back down the back straightaway. Dean Demmer trying to follow him through. Dean Demmer able to complete the pass on Michael Steele. Larson Parker moved to the inside, gets around Brad Stefan to take over that lead on lap 72. Field starting to get a little stretched out now. Parker looking to step out on this one. Got a half a second lead over the 89 machine of Stefan, and we'll see if he's able to maintain that pace for the rest of this race. Larson Parker was our inaugural champion of our super late model series. We raced here about a year ago. Thank you, Marcy. I still got a couple more to do, but I really like how they're turning out. I may or may not have stolen them off the cars. Just don't tell. Ben Morrow bringing out the caution on lap 79. See what happened with Ben here. Whoa. Okay, so here's what I was talking about earlier. You watch the 13. He gets down in there a lot deeper than the 14. And he's going to get that nose up underneath the car. That's going to lift the weight off of that rear axle. So the 14's got no forward bite. So while he's trying to get it wound back up, now they just stack up behind him. Ben's going to scoop him up and spin it around. A lot of our cautions tonight have been pretty minor, no big crashes, so everybody's able to continue, which is good. We'll see if Mr. Stefan... Oh, Mr. Stefan is taken to the pits. That's going to move Matthew Cochran up to P number 2 for this restart. First time Matthew has been up this high. Travis Lepenis in second. Caps second, Ron Caps, Adam Caps, oh my lord, it's been a long day, folks. Adam Caps in fourth. Dean Demmer in fifth. Michael Steele up to P6th. Devin Smith in seventh. Forrest Smith in that number 81 machine in 8th. Kyle Lingerfeld 9th. And we got Kyle... Okay, I'm going to take a second. Regroup. Refocus. Josh Fox starting in 10th, ladies and gentlemen. I'm glad my secret's safe with you, Marcy. Thank you. So far, this race, fastest lap time by our leader Larson Parker is a 15:78. Fastest lap time by Matt Cochran is also a 15:78. Good jump by the 18 machine. Might have went a little bit earlier. I do believe these guys do restart on green, not on the leader. Be interesting to see how that plays out. Cochran trapped on that high side, gonna lose a position at least to Stefan. Dean Demmer trying to get his nose underneath that Ford machine. We are just under 40 laps to the end of this one already. Our leader is setting down the fastest laps currently by almost a tenth. His last lap was a 15:80. Only 2/100ths of a second off his fastest lap time. Josh Fox and Forrest Smith battling side by side, currently over that 7th position. Devin Smith tries to shove the number 95's nose up in there, make it 3 wide on a short track. That's never a good thing. Smith is able to get his nose underneath the 81 machine. Brad Stefan trying to follow him through. Forrest Smith could lose several positions being trapped on that high side like that. Here comes Setzer. Setzer lets off. Looks like the 81's going to be able to get down and stop his forward fall. Went from 7th all the way back to 10th on that one. Dean Demmer still all over the back end of that number 4 machine. You can see the right front damage to that number 41 machine from the battle he had earlier and getting into the wall a little bit when he was avoiding that wreck. Able to complete the pass under number 4. Got a 1.5-second gap between him and the second place car of Travis Lepenis. And Lepenis is about a second back from Larson Parker. Travis has closed in about a 10th on our leader. Caution out. Number 36 of Dwayne Kernahan, super loose coming out of turn number 4, battling it all the way down the front straightaway. Oh, but that caution's actually going to be because of the contact between Lingerfeld and Matthew Setzer. Lingerfeld into the back of the number 3 sends him around. Dwayne Kernahan, nowhere to go. Head on into the number 3 machine. That could be catastrophic for both of their nights. Matthew Cochran has pit and given up his 3rd place position. Maybe get some right side tires and a little bit of rubber in that number 4 machine. We'll go back green flag racing. We're going to be down to 20 laps to go. The stats over on the side shows 6 cautions, but it's actually going to be our 7th caution of the evening. Now that that gap is closed up, it'll be pretty interesting to see if Lepenis and Demmer have anything for that leader. And look who's in 4th place, Mr. Michael Steele. Mike's car is always one of the best looking ones on the track. Just started painting his cars himself just recently. He's really learning the graphics design side of it. Working with AC Custom Graphics and JTD Motorsports on the side of that machine. I always look forward to seeing what Michael comes up with next. Pace car dips off. We're going green flag racing, coming out of turn number 4. Travis Lepenis gets a great start on that high side. We'll see if he's able to close the door on Dean Demers. No, Dean Demers gets underneath of him as they head down the back straightaway going into turn number 3. Devin Smith gives a little shot to Michael Steele as they enter the corner. Everybody stays going in the right direction. Under 20 laps to go. These guys are ticking these laps away. Even with the few cautions we've had, these guys are laying down some quick time. Fastest lap last time by was by our leader, Larson Parker. Travis Lepenis in third had the next quickest time. Travis looking for Dean Demers to make a mistake, get that nose back underneath the 41 machine, as Larson Parker continues to lead this one with our laps winding down. 15 laps to go. Yes, he does, Marcy, and I look forward to seeing everything he does. I got to see a little bit of a preview of a car he was working on earlier tonight, and I was very impressed. Dean Demers closing the gap in on that number 18 machine. Dean was our guest announcer for the Rookie Series. He said he takes notes. Looks like they're paying off. The EFRL is off next week, but the following week on Tuesday night for our doubleheader, we will be heading to Five Flags. What is going on with my overlays? We got 10 laps to go. Dean Demers all over the back bumper of that number 18 machine. Looking not quite that time by. You got to kind of want to time it just right. You want to get by him, but you don't want to allow him to get back to you. Caution on the speedway. Looks like the 36 of Dwayne Kernahan is involved one more time. Oh, that machine has sustained heavy damage. Slow on the speedway up against the outside wall, trying to stay out of everybody's way. Hits the wall there. I almost wonder, it looks like he blew a tire. The way that thing is unable to turn, I would definitely say Dwayne blew his right front tire. That's going to bunch these boys back up. That's going to put Dean Demers on the outside for this restart. I almost wonder if Larson Parker isn't trying to save some fuel here. When we go back green flag racing, this could be our first attempt at a green-white checkered. We are 3 to go. Lights are off on the pace car. Attempt number 1 at a green-white checkered. It's going to be very crucial for Dean Demmer to get a good jump on that restart. Got Michael Steele and Travis Lepenis right behind him, looking to capitalize on any mistake either one of our leaders make. Green flag is up in the air. Round we go, side by side as we head down into turn number 1 for the 41 and 18. Travis Lepenis able to stick his nose underneath the 41, but 41 has the run coming off, going down the back straightaway. White flag lap for the 18 of Larson Parker, 41 and 16. Throwing it deep into turn number 3. Larson Parker is going to lead us to the flag, followed by the 41-16 and number 5 of Michael Steele. Michael Steele up 7 positions from where he started. Devin Smith's going to round out our top 5. Brad Stefane in 6th. Kyle Lingerfeld up 9 positions, up into 7th. Forrest Smith 8th. Ben Morrow 9th. And Matthew Setzer will round out our top 10. Give these boys just a minute to get lined up, and we'll get ready for some interviews. Alright, let's see if these guys are ready to give us a chat. So once again, I'd like to thank Elite Forces. Excuse me. It has been a very long day, and I'm just so happy that we had such a great crew tonight and such a great race. Elite Entertainment, upstate South Carolina, western North Carolina's premier entertainment company, specializing in weddings, public and private events, as well as offering an array of services to all local venues, including karaoke, trivia, sing-o, and live music management. Be sure to check them out on Facebook, Instagram, and X, formerly Twitter. Alright, we got our third place driver in the waiting room. Let's grab him. Travis Lepenis, this is Mick up in the booth, bud. How you doing?
Okay, you, Mick?
Not too bad, bud. We had some cautions tonight, but overall not a bad race.
Yeah, it was a rough race. I mean, Langley Langley's going to do it. There's no probably the only other. I don't want Langley is one of my favorites. I don't want to hack it down. I definitely want it on the schedule every year. It's one of my favorites. I probably should have done better than I did, but what do you do with Larson and Dean Demmer? Yeah, Langley's a rough race, tough place to pass. Got to use the apron. Tires go away fast. And that was part of the process, I guess.
Yeah, that last caution kind of looked like it was brought on by Dwayne Kernahan. I do believe he blew his right front the way he slammed into the outside wall.
Yeah, I don't know what happened. He just knew that he had to park it and exit out to not destroy people. So, I mean, I was sad to see that yellow. I was getting the longer the run went, I felt things played into my favor, and the shorter the run was, it played back into Larson and Dean. Maybe that was just a feeling, though. So, I don't know. Win some, lose some, I guess.
Yeah, definitely.
We kept it clean, 0x. I'm probably one of the few that can possibly say that. So.
Yeah, nice clean car. No damage done to you tonight.
Yeah, that was the goal, was to take care of the car right up until the end, and just wasn't close enough to do the damage that mattered.
Did you take tires all night, or did you just take right sides?
I took right sides at that, I forget what lap it was. It was fairly early. It was about 40, 45. I forget what lap. It was earlier than I wanted to take them, but I didn't want to get caught too far back, too far late, because with the small quarter mile, the laps, it's not like Wilkesboro where it's a big old track and they're long laps. I knew the laps were going to disappear really quick if I got caught too far back too late. So yeah, I took 2 and enough fuel to make it to the end.
Nice. Those restarts
I guess, to be clear, but
oh yeah, not a problem. Those restarts are brutal if you're starting on the outside.
Yeah, it's that you get that odd number or that even number restart. It's pretty tough. I mean, guys like me and Dean can haul with Larson wheel to wheel, but once you dive into that turn one, you're definitely at a detriment.
And I saw, who was it? He got stuck on the high side earlier, and he lost 6 positions within a lap or two because he just couldn't find a spot to get down.
Yeah, I don't know what the solution is to that. I mean, you could do the choose like we do in Xfinity, but then all of a sudden you're going to have 7 people choose the inside, and somebody that's running 7th or 8th choose the outside and make some hay, and then probably cause chaos. So I don't know what the winning thing would be.
That's a very good point. Well, you brought home that Old Town Pizza, Ford Mustang, 2nd or 3rd place tonight. That'll help you in the points. It'll be interesting to see how the rest of the season goes.
Yeah, we'll see. I mean, we got some bigger tracks coming up. I mean, I think it's Five Flags, New Sim, Myrtle's the last one. I think Southern Nats in between. Maybe one more. I forget. I've lost track. But I know my best tracks are now behind me, so I'm going to have to learn to run some of these bigger ones.
Well, I don't think you'll have too much of a problem. You always seem pretty consistent up front battling for the win every week.
Yeah, I mean, that's all you can do is put it in position. I'm not going to go running over people and spinning people out trying to do it like some guys that were winning or doing that and failing all night over and over again until they went away finally. So I don't know. It's it's part of my technique. I just want to be there at the end. I mean, I got one win. I put it in position for more, but sometimes you can just put it in position and try your best.
All right, bud. Well, congratulations on finishing 3rd tonight. Anyone you got to give a shout out to?
Just teammates. We did a little testing last night with Mike Steele, Larson Parker, and my Xfinity teammate Ben Morrow. So that helped a bit. I felt like I learned a bunch. So yeah, that put me in the top 3 anyhow.
All right. Well, congratulations, bud, and we'll hope to see you back on the podium in 2 weeks at Five Flags.
Ciao. We'll see you then, or maybe sooner at Dirt in a couple of days. We'll see how the week goes.
Oh, definitely.
Ciao. Have a good night, guys.
Yep, you too. All right, finishing 2nd tonight in that number 41 machine, Dean Demmer.
How's it going?
Not too bad. Interesting night for you. You got into a little bit of a scuffle earlier trying to avoid a spun-out car. A little bit of damage to your right front. Didn't seem to hurt too bad.
Yeah, I had some wheel damage. I came down and saw that it was going to be too much to fix under caution, so I was like, well, my cards have been dealt. It's just unfortunate racing back there. I thought pitting when I did was going to work out. I mean, in the long run, I guess it did. But yeah, just a cluster back there. People just need to be more patient and give more room. But it's short track racing. Wrecks are going to happen. Just unfortunate, we got caught up in a couple people's messes tonight. But once we went green there, I was able to pick my way up through traffic, and a couple cautions helped me get to P2.
If we would have went green there at the end, do you think you would have had anything for that number 18 machine?
Honestly, yeah. I was so close a couple times off the corner. It's just I started getting loose on the bottom, and I didn't want to wash up and like barely get him or something like that. So he did a good job doing what he needed to do to defend his position, and if it came down to it, I was going to try to give him the bumper, and I did try on that last lap, but I couldn't get to him.
Restarting on that high side is definitely not an easy feat. You were able to make it work for a little bit, and then were able to sneak down in between him and Travis. But I've seen quite a few cars on that high side tonight fall all the way to the back.
Yeah, I just got an incredible restart, and I know I needed to time it perfectly there. I mean, we went at the exact same time, so yeah, and I was able to stick side by side through a little bit, and then I thought I was gonna be able to cross him over, but I think I just grabbed too much of the rumble strip there and got a little loose. But all in all, I think we could have had it if that last run went green, but you never know.
All right, bud. Well, congratulations on your second place finish. That'll help you keep your lead in the points.
Yeah, I finished ahead of the guys I needed to finish ahead of. So at this point in the season, it's just about knowing who you're racing. So, I mean, congratulations to Larson, but I'm not racing Larson. So, I knew that I wasn't gonna wreck us for the win or anything, but it would have been nice to win.
It's always nice to win, but sometimes you got to think about that big picture.
That's right. I like I've said before, I've learned from mistakes last season, and I've been trying to race smarter and just be better on the racetrack. So far this season, I think I've accomplished everything I need to. I just need to keep it rolling.
All right, bud. Well, congratulations. Anyone you want to give a shout out to tonight?
Yeah, I just want to give a shout out to the whole Rocky Faith Motorsports organization. They keep my head in the game, and they're really my cheerleaders when I'm not on the track, and they really give me a lot of confidence in my ability in the race car. So, yeah, just shout out to them. All Star 15 TV, Freight Trucking, Carhartt, FALCONGRAFIX, just everybody that Elite Entertainment, everybody that puts money in this league. It means a lot to everybody that's able to participate. So, yeah, that's pretty much it.
All right, well, thank you very much. We are off next week, and then in 2 weeks, we are at Five Flags.
You know, I don't think I've ever raced there, so it's going to be a brand new experience.
That track has a long history for the Snowball Derby. It'll be awesome.
Yeah, I've seen the Snowball Derby a few times, and after watching those races, I'm excited to try it on our racing. So we'll see how it goes.
All right, well, we'll see you in 2 weeks. Congratulations on P2, but we will see you later.
All right, Mick, you take care.
And that's going to wrap it up for us at All the Dirt. I'm Mick Olafson. I'd like to say thank you to the EFRL for allowing me to do this every week. I really enjoy it. These guys put on a great show. And if you're looking for a good place to race, check us out on Facebook. We got a Discord channel. Shoot me or Dean Qualley a message, and we can hook you up. We're going to be winding down our seasons here pretty quick, and we'll be looking forward to starting the next one. Everybody have a wonderful night. We will catch you later.
Nick.